Hey everybody, it's Marvin here. Today I'm going to talk to you about recruitment. When is it the right time to recruit people? Well, we're going to first look at the problems that most people face when it comes to recruitment. And usually it comes from having a lack of what I call recruitment clarity, right? If you're not really clear of who are you trying to get and what will you get them to do when they join you and why they should join you, you're going to have these top three problems that most people have, which is the first one being lack of processes. We got to understand that when employees come into our businesses, their number one function is to execute processes and frameworks. I'll show you another model after this, but basically, the more tactical the job is, the more important having processes are. The more strategic their job function is, the more important that having frameworks become in order to make sure that there's a sustainability in the success of your business. The second common problem that we see is having misaligned values. So getting the wrong people in, having the wrong people in the right in our bus, basically. And the issue there is that it's going to grate at you, it's going to grate at them, and it will probably create a different culture, a company with different set of core values than what you envision it to be. The third thing would be lack of management and leadership. A lot of companies recruit people without knowing what it takes to actually get these people to become successful doing whatever they do for the company. All right, so let's look at how you can overcome these three challenges. So if we look at this simple box, which split into two parts, let's look at it in terms of the kind of functions we're trying to fill in our company. So the first one being more of a tactical function, someone lower in the organizational chart. The next one would be someone who's a bit more strategic. So let's look at what we need to think about in terms of these two different functions. So the more tactical the function is of the person, of the role that we're trying to fill, the more important that it is for us to make sure that we have the processes that will make up probably 80%, if not more, of their workload needs to be completely systemized. So that when we come in and when they come in, we can train them on how to use it and then we can manage them on how to run these processes so they can execute their jobs well. The higher up they go, the less processes become important, but maybe frameworks become even more important for them. The higher up they go, they have a bit more room to express who they are, and we want to empower them. And so that's all about the people. We got to make sure that we have the right people at the right leadership levels. So, as you can see here, the importance of having the value fit becomes more important the higher up the strategic role the person has. Whereas in the lower end, you just need them to adhere to some certain basic value that is important for you and your company because they're much more dependent on running processes at the lower levels. On the higher level, their track record of success becomes a lot more important as opposed to in the lower levels. Again, because there's more systems that they just have to follow as opposed to in the higher levels. So you need to be crystal clear as to what your expectations are on from your potential candidates and what you need from them, what you need to see, what do you need them to be able to share with you, and how do you need to be able to prepare them for success. Part of helping them get ready for success would be understanding that our role will be to manage them running these processes and how do we lead people. The key distinction here is that we can't manage people, we can lead people, we can manage the operation of processes. So making sure that we have the time blocked to actually manage these people running the processes and the time block to actually lead people, having conversations, listening, touching their hearts, if you will. And ultimately, we don't hire anyone until we have a plan on how to develop them, right? So this will help get rid of um, these statements like, I don't care how you do it as long as it gets done. Because what that means is it's not going to be sustainable success. As soon as that person leaves, you have a company that's dependent on that person, right? So your most valuable asset can become your most dangerous asset in that sense. So short and simple, hopefully that's useful for you, a simple model on how you can be prepared to recruit and recruit properly. All right, take care, guys. If you want more information, click on the link and we'll set up a chat. Take care.